She was unable to rest as her curiosity about the mysterious stranger continued to grow. She quietly got off the bed, left the room, and then she snuck into the room where he was. There, she spotted him on the bed asleep. She quietly moved toward the bed where he laid. When she approached the bed, her heart sank, and she started to tremble as she studied the stranger's face. There before her was the young man whom she had seen at the filling station, the one who looked like a younger version of her worst nightmare. She was overtaken with fear as she kept her eyes on him. Then, she took a step back before she turned and rushed out of the room, and she headed to the door. As she was about to leave, she became startled by the sound of his voice. "What are you doing?" he asked. She didn't respond. "I wouldn't do that," the young man said. "Why? What do you want from me?" she asked. "I keep telling you that I'm trying to help you, but you won't listen to me," the young man said. "I don't believe you," she said. "Why not?" the young man asked. "Why do you want to help me so badly?" she asked. "I have my reasons," the young man said. "How do I know you're not lying to me? How can I be sure that you're not leading him to me?" she asked. "I thought I was clear about what my intentions were," the young man said. "Who are you?" she asked. "Why can't you just let it go?" the young man asked. "Why can't you tell me who you are?" she asked. "I just can't. Why is it so important to you?" the young man said. "Because you look just like him," she said. "Who?" the young man asked. "The man who's been pursuing me, the one with the terrifying eyes who looks just like you," she said. The young man frowned. "Look, I swear that whatever it is that happened, I had nothing to do with it," he said. "Oh no? Then how is it that you managed to find me when the last place I saw you was the filling station?" she asked. The young man sighed before he responded. "It's because I followed you," he said. "You followed me?" she said. "Yes," the young man said. "Why?" she asked. "It was because of the way you reacted toward me while at the filling station. I figured that something was up, and it caused me to become concerned. I wanted to know the reason you reacted to me as you did. That's why I followed you," he said. "Do you expect me to believe that? Anyway, I don't like the idea of you following me," she said. "I really do want to help you. You need to trust me." The young man said, "Why should I trust you? I know that somehow you're connected to him. I can tell by your appearance. You look just like him," she said. He didn't respond, and she could tell by the look on his face and his awkward silence that he was reluctant to say anything. "Have you nothing to say?" she asked. The young man didn't respond. "Who are you?" she asked. The young man sighed before he reluctantly gave her his response. "This is part of the reason I wanted to conceal my identity. It was because of how you reacted toward me at the filling station. I had my suspicions that something happened, although I was hoping that it wasn't the case," he said. "What are you talking about?" she asked. "If your pursuer is who I think it is, then yes, I am connected to him. He is my father." The young man said. "I knew it. I really can't trust you," she said. "But you don't understand," the young man said. "No, you don't understand. He won't leave me alone. I get the feeling that he wants to kill me. Then you come along, claiming that you want to help me," she said. She was about to leave when the young man rushed to the door and prevented her from going outside. "Please, don't go out there. He may be out there, even as we speak. If you go out there, and he's nearby, he may spot you, and then we may both be in danger," he said. "What am I supposed to do? You just told me that you're that lunatic's son, yet you're expecting me to trust you," she said. "I understand why this may look suspicious, but you need to understand something. By acting hastily and running out there, you could be putting us both in danger, and that's the truth. I've been away for a while. During the time that I was away, I overheard things about him, terrible things. As his son, I don't want to believe that those things are true, but anymore, I can't be sure of anything. The truth is, he terrifies me, and at this time, he doesn't know where I am. If what I've been hearing about him is true, then I must protect you. Also, I have to know if what I've been hearing is in fact true. But at the same time, I can't let him know that I am close by. I must hide in the shadows and hope that he never finds me, the young man said. Why? She asked. I can't tell you everything, but if what I've been hearing about him is true, then I must stop him. I must somehow find a way to undo the things that he might have done, the young man said. And you're expecting me to believe this? She said. I'm not expecting you to do anything. It's up to you whether you choose to believe me. I'm just here to keep you safe, the young man said. Why? What has he done? She asked. I can't tell you that. Just please, try to get some rest and leave everything to me, the young man said. She could see that the young man was not about to let her go outside. She reluctantly went back to the room where she was trying to rest. She wasn't about to trust him because he seemed even more suspicious than before. Instead, she waited until everything was quiet. She wanted to make sure he went back to the room where he was sleeping, and then she planned to escape. After waiting for a moment, she opened the window and then she snuck out. After that, she fled, and she didn't dare look back as she escaped the son of her worst nightmare.